Elohim listen, Elohim Abraham, Leah, Swag, Elohim, Logi, and Elohim, Gamal, Son, Tim, and I call the same constellations. Baby girl, the name, and much my Baba, for the same way, Sham again, Bar, Panta, they know. Again, Abraham. I think you're a lot of night, I made Sandra, Mashura, America, Shem, the Hog of Hannes, and I made some Barak, and Ram, Sam, and very before the matter, so the time of Manosa, now, for me, for my very sweet, I will not have this higher. We must have sure, and I'm on out of his face in Barakah, you know. If I am, it's I visualize that I am self-serving, heard it. I'm charging about Kusho, I can't tell all you on you ever, because I said, so it's much better. Some shouting women. But I'm coming, they can talk to them. You know how do you know I'm actually a door, how you are. I thought I should have the relation person of the soul. I'm not denying. I like how they don't know if I'm not about it. Then it's been off anyway to our company on dogs. So I'm not denying. When I'm dogs. Als je weer binnen zet, zal er werken. En ik kan laten zelf ook gaan zien. Zo zelf vanaf. Maar ik wil niet. Uit het show. Amen. Samen met je wat dan nog heel lang maar ik dus nog heel veel zo van van. Maar ik wil niet. Amen. Amen. Girl in here, let's walk. You'll go from the mother. Yeah, let's go. Amen. Share keys. It's an auto. Malaya for fraud. Share for my casino. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm on the walk. Well, the night. So, the same column of the Raha. Abney Adam was been in the direction I said, Kashan of Hatos the Raha. The other made up the margin of the night. English or governments in the Sundays, Coats, in the Capsinia, and Era. Converts hearts in about the night. God's for myself. The church generation of 18 cocktail of Marcy Manu Young and Raha. Will I even know about the land of the person record setting Mishra? The night. My love is like Mishra. Now, she wants to speak about how many parts of the Carrier call Evan from here, some conversation, and psychic is yes, women or Trevor, if not, I'll tell you, the last name of itself, just space the grandma girl. So, like, barely knew him, not often I found the since I love once. As soon as we get him in a little island line, which people up and off the round, it should have done lots of thinking. Either try and ground touch of the system, so I can't catch you after the pieces out of the maybe some talking. And I saw the carbon in the I was down with the mess of that, turning to the conditions. Key the choice of looking at play at Barcelona. That's not going to show up. Shamak Pelena, they know Alvarado, I know Galvera, up to Roxanne, as the Senate Kiosha was the Sabin in the month of Wilson, Margaret, Balkan recommendation of Kiata Shantas Colaba, Barcelona. Let's say I'll deny it, but I saw some shade, also other little B shades of Isos and Lava. Cigars and the source and some of the other so of the representative is over in Berlin, but not 9. I haven't searched for us, let's say. Shipping on the South Voice are very excited. I'll take you like on American Killing some of the stuff. Keep it out, you know, come spare the film, it's not say shipping on, you know, tell me the line, because I'm going to say, I'll shoot them to go out with some so I'll play. Alright, I'm not denying. The shrimp call on the holidays. Some shrimp brown, and kind of person brown cream, all in all, voice from Naka, but kind of in the chronic person. Here, I've been on the Southern Terrace, time by it's the dog of Rock of Rock, and the time to show them Naka. Wife, as someone plays up, because I'll be trying to have a holiday. I'm a wife that's not a Sabbath. Scottish Maraba. Mother of his name on the phone, say it's not forgotten from his way. Why you can make and behind the whole beach, so my goal is my career, man. Yes, made up Rockall of old and mine, spoiled shop, spoiled some nonsense. David said so. She made the good report. They only know how to the short service because of that, also not going to remain. This how also celebrates and the police are going to the driver remain. Yes, sure, I'm going to try to find time later on the server remain. 而是上面不样子稍微的往后上面。
big you do the minaret is Sachen now.
那玩意儿还要跟着怎么样发牌，外面不一样的，发的什么样发的
Amém. 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 Obrigado. Amém. 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 Yashikaya. Today in Jewish history, tonight. So tonight, our face tomorrow, face up is the birthday of the Rambam. Maimonides, the Rambam was born Erev Pesach. Didn't his mother pass away also right when he was born? No, she was when he was a little kid, or when he was born. She passed away when he was baby. I think it was a childbirth. Anybody remember? Huh? If it was, then it's his mother's yard side also. Thursday is a busy day. It's the day that we had the Bris Bein Absarim. So yesterday was Avram's bris. On the first day of Pesach was a bris Bein Absarim. What's bris Bein Absarim? The covenant of the parts. That's when Hashem made a deal with Avram. Hashem told Avram that first of all I'm going to give this land, the land of Eretz Yisrael. I'm going to give it to your children and your grandchildren. It's going to go to you first of all, this land. And then he told them, however, before they inherit the land, they're going to first be exiled. They're going to go to Galus. And then only after 410 years are they going to come back. Question is when one of those years started, because we were only in Mitzrayim for 210 years. So it started over there. Anyway, but that deal that Hashem made with Abraham was on the first day of Pesach in the year 2018. 2018. Huh?
The real 2018.
1948, Avraham Avinu was born. 2018 is not 5 years ago. Also, Avram had a war with 4 kings. That also happened the same day, the first day of Pesach. That was, what year was that? It was the year 1738, before the Common Era. So the 4 kings, the 5 kings, that war took place on the first day of Pesach. Also, the Malachim, the angels visiting Avram, that was also on the first day of Pesach. That was 3 days after. Remember, he had his bris yesterday. And so you have today, tomorrow, and the third day is the first day of Pesach. That's when the Malachim came to visit him 3 days after his bris. So that's when he was told the good news that he's going to have a son. And exactly 1 year later, also on the first day of Pesach, is the birth of Yitzchak. Yitzchak was born exactly 1 year later, after the Malachim came to him. And the story, 2 generations later, of Yaakov wrestling with the angel, the other angels, also took place on the first day of Pesach. It was 1556 for the Common Era, 2 generations later. Fast forward a couple of years, on the same day, Moshe Rabbeinu sees something which is an amazing sight, and he stops to take a look at it. What was it? The burning bush. Huh? George Bush. The burning bush that was also on the first day of Pesach in the year 2447 of creation, or 1314 for the Common Era. And of course, exactly 1 year later, that's when Moshe came to the burning bush. We saw the burning bush was on the first day of Pesach, and exactly 1 year later is when we left Mitzrayim on that day, left Misha on that day. It's a busy day, huh?
And you got it clean too.
Yeah. No, by that day, no, that is very clean. Very clean. Yeah. Midnight's already part of the next day. The Laila was already tomorrow night. We're going into the first day. We're not going to do it. Also, the story of Daniel in the lion's den that also took place on the first day of Pesach. Daniel thrown to the. And while we're at it, I just want to wish everybody a happy Purim. That's right, because the day that Queen Vashti is executed after the 180-day party, and then there was a 7-day party for the people of Shushan. That was a week ago, right? On the 7th day is when Vashti gets executed. That's on the first day of Pesach. So while we're celebrating Pesach, we wish everybody a happy Purim. And on the second day of Pesach, because we're not going to have time, I'm not doing it on Pesach, the day of Tzedayim is overturned. That's 1 day after the Malachim come to Avram to tell him that Tzedayim is going to be overturned. That's on the first day of Pesach. Right? When the Malachim came, one came to heal Avram, other came to tell him he's going to have a baby, and the other one came to destroy Tzedayim. That was the next day. And the second day of Pesach, it destroyed Tzedayim. And fast forward a couple of years, and in the month ends. Remember, we came into on the Shloshim of 3 days after the Shloshim of Moshe Rabbeinu on the 10th day of this month is when we came into Eretz Yisrael. We crossed the Jordan, and a few days later, on the second day of Pesach, is when the month stopped. The month went all the way until then. It stopped originally. Anyway, it went until that's when it ran out completely. And while we're at it, might as well wish everybody a happy Purim, because on the second day of Pesach is also when Queen Esther, was born in front of Ahasuerus.
It was right after Vashti's death, or
No, 7 years later. 7 years and a day. 7 years and a day, right? No. When she appeared after fasting for 3 days, Laila B'Yayim, right? The Megillah says, That was on the second day when she came to. Remember, it was Pesach when they fasted 7 years earlier. So it must be.
Oh, so she was a queen for 7 years.
She was queen for 7 years, I think, right? How long was she queen for before? It was less than 6 years.
It took like a pretty decent amount of time to search everything.
I thought she was queen for 7 years until when Mordechai told her that maybe this is the whole reason why it came to be. I think it was. I could be off.
That's usually when I think about it. I don't think that there was any time in between any of the events.
No, there was several years. Yeah. Several years. And so on the second day of Pesach is the real happy for him, because that's when Achashverosh agrees to kill Haman. And
But how soon after
the next day,
like
on Shabbos, Haman was killed.
But didn't we talk about Vashi? When was Vashi?
Vashi was killed on the first day of Pesach.
First day. But then.
Here, I'll give you exact years.
How soon after Vashi was killed did Esther become queen?
It was like around the year search, no? I think it was around the year search, so it must be 8 years later. If she was queen for 7 years. And it's also the birthday of Levi Jacobson, that is, Reuven Shimon Levi, the third son of Yaakov, was born on the second day of Pesach. And while we're at it, Shabbos, what do you do? Shabbos is the anniversary of Haman being hanged.
Hanged.
Whatever it was, let it happen to all the anti-Semites. They should be hung and hanged and everything in between. But on Shabbos, again, we wish you a happy Purim, because that's when Haman was, whatever. Tonight, right after מעריב, we shouldn't waste any time. We should right away go home and be busy with the checking of the chametz. It's brought down that you should write down where you put the pieces, because lest you forget. Mati has a story of someone he knows. So what happened? Tell us, Mati, what happened?
So, from a lady, say, my husband can't find the 10 piece. You hear the husband background, no. Shabbat Heller saying, okay, if you don't find it, it's okay, you don't need to find the 10 piece. You find it, no, Pesach, you just burn it, whatever, it's okay. He said, Rabbi Heller, that's not my question. My question is, am I allowed to tell my husband where it is?
5 years.
5 years she was queen?
She was brought to the palace 5 years after. Between 9 and the fast order.
And how long was the search for? Was that 2 years? 4 years searching, plus 5 years she was queen, so it's 9 years.
9 years between. No, they didn't even begin the search right away. Esther came before the.
That between Haman being killed.
They didn't begin the search right away. They waited a little time between the search and.
What, they had Shiva?
No, after they didn't want to be married.
He didn't want to get married already?
It was like he's very like
Came out of the closet?
He was in the state of some type of state. I don't know. But he didn't want to do a search for a little bit. Then there's like someone finally. Then someone suggested to do a search. It took a little bit to do a search.
So it's 9 year difference.
Exactly.
Okay. You looking for the back? All right, Mike, who wants that Mike? Page 118.
Yes. You'll make this very fun.
Okay, go.
I already left.
You go
straight.
Yeah,
Yeah, nothing. People how what time they can come. Burn the public. Minor hello.
Indonesia, Afghanistan, Indonesia, Afghanistan, Afghanistan, Skada Viskada, Shmirabo, Afghanistan, Afghanistan, recorded Mission Day, the Asian Division, the Halabi Sirova, goes my car of Ibrahim, Shalvi Services, Service of Salon, good trouble, Elko was the Shira, so was not what coming home of Ibrahim. What was on the middle? Ma veri maybe loyal, ma do be in bed, loyal, no fish, maybe I'll tell you, no, might be I'll do. Game Hayen, no, very up, you made one that game, all I love you, but it's also me, man, only love, I'll tell you, no. Adi, no, he's for the mess. Of the Rotten Kimalaya, may show, they sell on a shit of Sim for Rababam, local. Of course, the God when I have a K, and they measure the alien of all the and then my father is Yankee, yelling at cousin men about telling I go, you throw. Schmerz is saying no rain or kind team show him out of Adilo. She has to out to about Tadina. Shame and some is all Scotty Scalash straight up. Young Jack, you'll say, oh, what the African recovery mission. They can make a kind of Israel about my country. Adrian Alvar, Allo, Ryan, Scott, Showers, everything we can see. Service of Lodge, Coach, and go to Scott, Scott, maybe home of Viskala Shmei Rabo, Yom Delafinos, Evapoticas, Gary Gary Shade, Nathan Rivet, Manchata Comments, Robagas, Mankan, Vimroman, Shmei Rabo, right, one of the showers there, reaching me now, see, that was a solution, go to Bilabo, and go on to your thoughts, as the ones that may be over Roman, Scabble Slates, no one the Comments of the Shmai Roman, and Hey, Shona Shmai, I'm doing what they saw Roman. Deze zullen we zelf wat in samen mee. إنما الوالدين المغفرة بينهم يخرج ما يقال. Amen. 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 Straight out. Amen. 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 Come, let's move on to Mobile. Yassel. Yassel, want to sit down for a second? Yassel? Yassel, you want to sit down? Tomorrow morning, down at 8:40. The Bernie. Oh, first one. All right, so tomorrow, Yassel, you ready? Yassel, you want to sit down? So, while we're here, let's say together, I'm not going laughing, destroy, shar, amazing. So, you have to finish eating chametz tomorrow by 11:17, and from 11:17 to 12:20, we're going to burn the chametz. Who's in charge of the fire this year? Marshall was in charge of the last year. Yeah, and it rained. Even though it's going to rain. Even though. All right. But so 12:20, you have to burn your chametz. By 11:17, you have to stop eating chametz, and between 11:17 and 12:20, you have an hour and 3 minutes, or one shah's mani, instead of one halachic hour, to burn the chametz. During that time, we do a special kochamira where we ask Hashem to get rid of any chametz that we have inside of us as well, any unhealthy egos. No. There's a bris tomorrow morning as well. Udi, our friend across the street,